2, 3.
Roberta, a lot of how you feel is determined by what you were thinking. Negative thoughts lead to negative feelings. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to imagine the last time you wanted to purge. Bring yourself back in that moment and share with me what you were thinking. What was the internal dialogue like?
I guess I was thinking that if I could lose a little weight, maybe I'd get a scholarship. One of my teammates, Sarah, is getting one, and she's thinner than me and she's just better than me, and I hear about it all the time, and I think that if I could just be like her, then maybe my life would be better in general, and for that I need to be thinner.
Sarah's thin and she's really good at everything, and she'll probably get a scholarship because she's so good, and you're finding yourself comparing yourself to her and wishing that you could be thinner, and maybe some of all of those good things would happen to you if that were the case.
Yeah.
I see. Those are some really negative thoughts that you're having.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to come up with some positive statements that you might have about yourself.
I could try, but I don't think there are many.
Okay. It's hard for you to come up with positive things to say about yourself.
Yeah.
Can you try to think of a time when maybe a friend or a family member shared something with you that was positive about something that you've done or qualities about yourself?
My friends say I'm caring and a good listener, but I don't know if I believe that.
Okay. Other people have seen you as someone that's caring,
Yeah.
good at listening. Is there anything that you do that you're proud of?
I mean, I'm pretty good in school. I study a lot, and I'm good at managing my time, I guess, to get all that done with my practices. But I wish I could be better at gymnastics.
You wish you could be better at gymnastics, and you also know that you're a good listener, that you manage your time well, that you're a great student. So there's also some positive things about yourself, too, that you're aware of.
Yeah, I guess so.
When you find yourself putting yourself down, Roberta, when you're in that moment where you're speaking negatively to yourself and thinking about purging,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to say to yourself, stop, when you hear those thoughts, okay? Once you start hearing them, shout stop to yourself. You can do this mentally. If you're alone, you could even say it out loud to yourself.
Okay.
Or visualize a stop sign in your head. And at that moment, when you say stop to yourself, you're interrupting those negative thoughts, and I want you to replace it with a positive statement about yourself.
Okay.
What positive statement do you think you might say to yourself?
I'm a good student. I'm a good friend.
Good student, good friend. You're reminding yourself that there are positive qualities to yourself. And you're giving yourself time to think about, are these negative thoughts that I'm feeling fact? Are they opinion? Am I blowing things out of proportion? Is there maybe another way that I can look at the situation? And when you're giving yourself space to remind yourself of the positive things about you, then we get you away from those negative thoughts, and hopefully that will help.
Okay.
It will take some practice, and it's something that might feel a little bit awkward at first.
I think so.
Let's do a practice round.
Okay.
Okay? I want you to think back to a time when you're thinking you might purge. Okay?
Mhm.
What negative thoughts are going through your head?
Mhm.
When those thoughts become clear to you, I want you to raise a finger. Okay? Just like this.
Okay.
When you do that, I'm going to yell, stop. And at that point, I want you to then think of something positive. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound like something you're willing to try?
Yeah. I'll try.
Okay, let's start.
Okay.
Stop. Did you think of something positive?
I did.
And what was that like?
It changed what I was thinking about to something positive, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that every time. But I'm willing to practice it more, I guess, if you think it'll help.
Okay, so in that practice round, you were able to interrupt your negative thoughts, think of something positive. It separated you from those negative thoughts and feelings for a short time. And maybe that's what you need to stop you from going forward and purging.
Yeah.
And you're not sure if it's going to work, but it's something that you're willing to try maybe at least once this week.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that.
Okay. Thank you for coming in today. I hope that this week you find that you can stop yourself and think back to our session together and remind yourself of what that's like when you feel those negative thoughts coming to surface and switching your thinking to something positive. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. See you next week.
See ya.